Palmer Video presents Scoop Palmer, Ace Reporter.
Friend of yours, Knuckles?
That's my brother. And has he got a scoop for you, Scoop?
Been to Palmer Video, right?
Hey, how'd you know?
Simple, Knucklehead. Everybody knows Palmer Video. You always get what you want when you want it. By the way, I think your brother needs a shave.
Die Hard, 1998. Now available at 160 Palmer Video locations.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter.
Oh, shit!
Alrighty, so I'm in the bedroom in the air conditioning, and I got the TV on because Me TV Tunes just launched today, and yeah, starting out it was sort of a headache this morning, but it is now 6 at night on the 25th, and got Pizza Hut in the oven for later, and got the TV on cartoons. I got it on low because, let's be honest, I don't want to get copy matched or whatever the fuck. But I know you're wondering, why are you starting with this? And that's because... ta-da! So, how I'm going to do this mailbag this month is that there's so much shit coming in that I'm just going to film them as they come. And a couple of these three came today, and I was on my way out the door, so I didn't get a chance to actually open the package. But I'll be doing that hopefully tomorrow and throughout the month. So it's an epic mail call this month. For July, even though technically we're starting at the end of June. And you know, it's funny, it's so big, it has to start at the end of June. So, what do we got here? So, first of all, we've got Purple Rain in. This is the 40th anniversary. Nice foil cover. And it's the simple Warner disc, except it's in purple. I'll show you that in a second. And one thing of note is that it comes with 8 videos, which is cool because you got Purple Rain, the movie, and you got the music videos. And of course, it comes with a digital code. Sex Shooters on here, which is weird because I'm doing this one-handed. Sex Shooters on there, but yet it's not on Apple Music yet. So go figure. So we have more of a plain cover on the inside, same thing as the outside. Our digital code, which I already scanned, so no free movies for you. And they took the standard plain disc, but they actually made it purple for Purple Rain, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So that's that one. And as of note, a lot of these movies now from Universal, Warner, are all made by SDS now, even Disney. Studio distribution services. So they basically, since physical media is dead to them and they're only putting out so much discs for us hardcore collectors, they pretty much have a consortium. So it's SDS and then everything else like Arrow and Shout. And speaking of Shout, RoboCop 2. And this is more plain than the other one, which, if you see it came in a limited edition. I have it. I had to get the UK version simply because at the time I ordered, it's one of the first things I ordered through Diabolik. So they didn't have the US version at the time. And we have a new 4K scan, Dolby Vision, audio commentary. There's no real special features on disc 1. Disc 2, you have that same scan, but you also have making of RoboCop 2, FX of RoboCop 2, RoboFabricator, OCP to Classified, adapting RoboCop 2, trailers and TV spots and image galleries. And it's Shout, so who knows what we're in for. Here's the standard. Now, my case is damaged on this side. I gotta see if I have another one. because it came with, you're supposed to have a clip here, and it came with one of the clips missing. This was a package, by the way, that went missing for a week. So, of course, I had to call the post office, and they finally found it, and I got it today. My local post office sucks ass, which is why when I have that big order coming in from Diabolik later on this month to go along with the big vinegar order, that's shipped UPS. And speaking of vinegar, it's the intermission video party. Now, I recommend this to everyone who has a collection. One thing that kind of sucks is this went up June 1st. Part of the Partners Month, I believe. I believe it was part of Partners Month, or it was last month, but either way, when it went up, this only had 1,000 units. And you know how vinegar loves to do, where they only have so many with a slipcover, and to make them expensive to the people that buy them at first, and then they release the standard. And the way they teased this was 1,000 copies, that was it, which was stupid, because they went through all that trouble to get the something weird stuff. So I was like, I was first pissed that I missed out on it, because I didn't get the email about it or notice about it until it sold out, that it was available. Secondly, especially something like this, and I'm about to explain what it is, there had better been more than a fucking 1,000 copies, and thank God there was. So for this one, I don't mind the fact that it has no slipcover and that it's standard. I just want the disc. So anyway, what is this? Well, if you collect Blu-ray, 4K, have a nice collection of it, especially if you're into horror, you're familiar with the concept of a trailer tape. They've been going on since the 80s. Mad Ron's Previews from Hell and other things like that. Something Weird made a thing out of it where they had their own volumes. It was there were these 2-hour VHSs, drive-in Trashorama, which they had all these trailers that they transferred from 35mm film onto SVHS. Then from there they would put them on videotape, and this is, I think there's more than 6, but I'm not sure. But this is at least the first 6 right here, if there was more than that. So on disc 1, you have volumes 1 and 2, and then a mix made from the team who transferred this to Blu-ray. That's a 70-minute mix. So it's basically an unofficial intermission time tape that was made up for this. And this is from the SVHS Masters, by the way. And disc 2 is volumes 3 through 6. And it's got commentary, mixtape, all that stuff. And look at that, clock, almost 12 hours of trailers. This is going to be unreal to go through. But I wanted things to do during the summer, especially since I'm stuck in the house, because it's already in the 90s in June, so I can barely breathe outside, so I'm stuck in the house. So we have a write-up from Lisa, and I believe she was Mike's wife or girlfriend. I forget, but I mean, it's going to be in the video if, I remember. But here's the thing. Here's her write-up. And that's another reason why I hoped that this would be more than 1,000 copies, which thank goodness it is. It's just 1,000. It should have been more slipcover copies. At least 5,000, but what the hell do I know, right? Because especially when you read, of course their cases are a little bit hard to close, when you read like that Lisa couldn't keep up with it anymore because Mike passed away about a decade ago. Lisa was doing this all single-handedly. So if you've ordered something from Something Weird in the past 10 years, Lisa did all that herself. And it's truly heartbreaking. Her Instagram post about it, when she decided to close down Something Weird and then just basically start selling off like her masters, her rights that she got from Mike. This is why. And this is why I really wanted this. Not just because now I have these 6 tapes on one single Blu-ray, but more because of Lisa. You know, to show her, hey, we still care. We'll always take care of you, stuff like that. So these are the first 3. And when I cut this, you're going to see the other stuff that comes in through this mail. We're not done yet. We're just scratching the surface with this mail call. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do 2 parts, but I haven't made up my mind about that yet. However, at least for this part, once I swipe, you're going to see the next part. And here we are with 2 packages from Diabolik. And by the way, this is no means the end. I still got a lot of stuff coming in from Diabolik. And I'm putting this part alongside this week's video because the next 2 weeks are going to be big. Because I had so much stuff in vinegar when I shot. It was like 45 minutes. So I had to make that part a 2-parter. So this is going to be, when I say great movie haul, that's exactly what this is. It turned from just a simple mailbag to this humongous thing. So I said it was going to be big, and even I underestimated how big it was going to be. So let's unbox these things. First of all, we've got another copy of the Intermission Video Party. That's from my buddy. It's his copy, so we're going to put that to the side as I showed you already in the first part of this particular video. But also, we have some steelbooks. Now, originally this was going to be my order, and I do have to order these down the line, but I went crazy with vinegar, so my friend wanted them. He took over the order, so he's got them. But I'll be watching these while he's in New York. So, first we got Point Break. And, by the way, a little bit of a debate on... Damn, the razor, because I don't want to, like, cut myself with the damn thing. A little bit of a debate on what people do with the things from here. The little slips that come with it, like this. He keeps them, I fold them. Some people fold them, some people keep them. This is the front. And by the way, for these 2 steelbooks, these are available in normal configuration. So we've got a 4K and our Blu-ray, and this is what we have on the inside, the swimming scene with the 2. And we've got on the back the ex-presidents. So that's, I haven't watched this in a while, so that's going to be cool. Save this for last because that's not a steelbook. Now, for you Best Buy people that missed out on this the first time, it's back. Oh, I forgot to show the slip on here for this one. Anyway, this I believe this was a Best Buy steelbook before Best Buy went out, and it was reissued by Shout. Now, I'm not sure if there's any differences between this and the Best Buy one. I haven't a clue, but I'm guessing we'll find out. Now, this one's a 3-disc set, and we've got this. Now, I believe this is from the movie itself. I haven't watched it in a while. It's got a theatrical director's cut on Blu-ray and 4K. And on Blu-ray, they got the theatrical cut. So, the director's cut, obviously, is a lot of the stuff that you didn't see on the theatrical. I'm not sure if that got a previous release on, like, VHS or something. I'm pretty sure there was a Blu-ray with that, though. And, of course, this is a new release this week. UHF. Now, I'm not a big Weird Al fan, so to speak, but I like UHF. UHF is a cool movie. And if you've never seen it, now is your chance to really do so. And this is a standard 4K. Part of the Orion. And, of course, you got the stupid cellophane sticking to the Blu-ray thing. I hate when that happens. But we gotta do with it as collectors. All you can do is make it better. You can't make it completely go away. There we go. So we have just standard 4K and Blu-ray. There's no alternate artwork here. Shout usually doesn't do alternate artwork. The only way they'll get alternate artwork is if they nickel and dime you to death and you buy it off their website. Where you get exclusive slip covers and slip cases and all that shit. So here's the other package from Diabolik. This is another big one. But there's a reason for this. And that is because it's 2 copies of each. One for my buddy, one for me. So I'm going to put his aside. Just give me 1 second to do that. I'm going to use this big box for his. So, there we go. That's his movies. Oh, we can't forget this. All right. So anyway, now we can do it. So first up is Lisa Frankenstein, and I had to get the 4K of this one. If I'm not mistaken, right now it's a UK exclusive. They haven't released it in 4K over here. And that's the great thing about 4K being region free. You can, if your market doesn't carry it, just buy it from another one, because a lot of times these don't show up over here on 4K in the US, so we have to go to the UK for that. And not a lot of special features, but then again, that's how they do things nowadays. I just wanted to own a copy of the movie on 4K. And you can see that it has an actual like stamper for Blu-ray disc on UK titles. The Blu-ray might be region locked though. So if the special features are on the Blu-ray and not the 4K, I am screwed because I don't have a region-free player. But I plan eventually on getting a PS3 and modding it for region-free, so that should work to my advantage. So we just got plain discs right here, just one 4K, one Blu-ray. Nothing special. By the way, if you haven't checked this out, you need to. It's basically like a Frankenstein meets Heathers, so it's definitely worth the watch. And these last two come from the MVD Rewind collection. And what they do, by the way, for some of you that picked up on it, for their 4Ks, they make them look like the old RCA CEDs.
With our RCA video disc player and video discs.
Which is actually really cool. So we have Ghoulies, which has been out for quite some time, and Ghoulies 2, which is new to 4K. Now, when these came out, Ghoulies 2 was only a Blu-ray because I forget whether it was a rights issue or mastering issues or whatever. But I want to wait to get this until I got this. So now we got 2 4Ks. One for Ghoulies and one for Ghoulies 2. Now we see 2 and 3 respectively in the collection. I don't know what 53 is for. So, because this one doesn't have anything like that. I'm guessing because, I would say because the Blu-ray is included, but this has got a Blu-ray as well. So this is always a little tricky, especially with paper. For sometimes like this, I sometimes try to just do it from the bottom, but that doesn't always work. So, and this one has really thick plastic. It's not as thin as this, it's like really thick. So we got Ghoulies 1, first of all. And we got the back. And we've got the disc. I wonder if it's got alternate artwork. No, it does not. That sucks. But at least the movie's on disc. So anyway, and this is another funny thing. I'll show the poster in a second, which is another nice Easter egg. For the standard Blu-ray, they make it off the Betamax. So the Blu-ray is supposed to be a Betamax tape because of the square label. but the 4K is based off of a CBS Fox Laserdisc. So that's pretty cool, because it's basically showing you which is superior: Beta, not superior; Laserdisc, superior. So that's pretty cool that they do that, because I saw that when I got the 4K to Swamp Thing. And it also comes with a poster of the cover art, if I can get this to open. It's a mini poster, but it's a CED type of poster for Ghoulies. You would think they would have printed it on the back, you know, but they didn't. It's just one-sided. But see, it's meant to be a CED disc. I'm curious to see if Ghoulies 2 has a blue caddy as far as the poster. I used to collect CED, but pretty much the community there is just absolute crap. It's like you gotta know the right people, and they really made it elitist. And for a format that's more like these days about collecting caddies, because of how they look, not necessarily because of how they play, because CEDs play like crap. It's just a fact. Part of the reason why RCA, pretty much the reason why RCA went out of business, why they got taken over. So here's the back of Ghoulies 2. And we've got the disc. And by the way, as of note, this has not only the PG-13 cut, the theatrical, but also got the unrated extended cut of Ghoulies 2. Huh, it's weird. The Blu-ray's on this side on Ghoulies 2, and the 4K's on that side. But yeah, it is a blue caddy. Which, if you ever know anything about selective vision, blue is stereo, white is supposed to be mono, but near the end of the CED's lifespan, they just literally put discs in whatever caddies they had available. But normally it's supposed to be blue stereo, white is mono, if you are planning on getting into CED collecting. So this is it for this haul this week. And next week, when we come back to the Great Movie Haul, for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be looking at that major Vinegar Syndrome halfway to Black Friday sale. Yes, it finally came in. We finally have it. There's a lot of stuff, and we are far from done, because after Vinegar stuff, we've got more Diabolik coming in. So stay tuned. This summer is going to be hot. For right now, Rachel Schaefer going to enjoy me some movies. I'm signing off until next week. See you later. Be careful. Take care of yourself out there. And be cool. See you next week.